Have you ever seen someone completely calm, even in situations where anyone else would panic? Have you ever wondered how they manage to stay composed while the world seems to fall apart? Maybe there's something inside them, a kind of wisdom that we haven't discovered yet. A calm that isn't ignorance, but a deep understanding of how life flows. How do some people stay calm in chaos? What do they know that we don't? The answer may lie in very old, yet incredibly modern teachings, the teachings of Buddhism. Passed down for centuries, they don't belong to a different time. They speak directly to our modern chaos. These teachings show us that inner peace doesn't depend on what happens outside, but on how we process, understand, and respond to what's happening inside. Today, we'll explore these teachings through a modern lens. It's not just about ideas, but how to apply ancient practices in a life full of noise, commitments, screens, stress, and uncertainty. This isn't a philosophical exercise. It's a practical guide to transforming how we live, how we think, and how we feel. It's about finding lightness and calm even during life's biggest storms. Coping with stress and anxiety. Stress is like an internal alarm triggered by threats or challenges. Anxiety is fear of what might happen, even if nothing is happening right now. Both are natural responses of the mind and body. But when they go unchecked, they take over, making life heavier, faster, and more difficult to navigate. Buddhism invites us to observe the present moment through mindfulness. Imagine pressing pause on time, breathing deeply, being here now, not drowning in the past, not fearing the future. It's like stepping off the spinning carousel for a moment, watching instead of reacting. If you're enjoying this story, how about leaving a comment? We'd love to know what you think and how you feel about what's going on. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss the next parts of this exciting journey. When we practice mindfulness, we reconnect with reality as it is, not as we fear it might become. We regain clarity. Simple practices like mindful breathing, walking with awareness, or paying attention while eating are surprisingly powerful. They act as anchors to the present, the only time that truly exists. Even just 1 minute of focused breathing can reset our nervous system. Taking care of the body is also caring for the mind. Balanced nutrition, restorative sleep, regular movement, and the courage to say no, these are not luxury items. They are foundations for mental peace. They're like building a house on solid ground rather than shifting sand. Talking to someone we trust also eases the mental load. Sharing our thoughts doesn't make us weak. It makes us human. Vulnerability, when met with compassion, becomes strength. Calm is not the absence of problems. It's the presence of conscious habits that support us when everything feels like it's falling apart. Building resilience with ancient wisdom. Resilience means continuing without breaking. Like a tree bending in the wind but not snapping. In Buddhism, strength is found not in resistance, but in acceptance, in understanding that everything changes. The storm will pass, even if it feels endless in the moment. Resilience isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about knowing you'll survive even when everything feels wrong. Learning from pain, instead of avoiding it, gives it purpose. It becomes a teacher. When we realize that pain is temporary and that every moment holds a lesson, we grow stronger and wiser. Maintaining a positive outlook, even in hard times, doesn't mean blind optimism. It means choosing to focus on the possibility of growth, no matter how small. Every challenge faced is a story of survival added to your book of life. Strong relationships support resilience. Having someone to lean on, to cry with, to laugh with, this reminds us that we are not alone. Connection is a lifeline. Also, expanding our skills, trying new things, and staying curious help build emotional agility. Every skill we learn becomes a tool we can rely on in difficult times. Practicing gratitude, even for small things, reminds us of what's still good. Remembering how far we've already come gives us the confidence to keep going, finding joy in simplicity. In a noisy, fast-paced world, more doesn't mean happier. Buddhist simplicity teaches that true joy lives in small things, the essential, the quiet, the often overlooked. Letting go of clutter, physical and emotional, creates space to breathe. Whether it's an overstuffed schedule, a crowded room, or a mind racing with thoughts, simplifying our environment brings calm. Life becomes lighter when we release what no longer serves us. Mindfulness trains us to see beauty in the everyday. The smell of coffee, the way sunlight falls through a window, the warmth of a familiar voice. These are sacred, and yet they cost nothing. We also find peace when we stop comparing ourselves to others. This isn't a race. Life is not a competition. It's a journey with its own rhythm. True richness is feeling complete with what you already have. Simple relationships, daily gratitude, time in nature, and the joy of creating something with our hands, cooking, gardening, drawing, all nurture the soul. They remind us we are alive. Sometimes, less is more than enough. And in that less, we find ourselves again, overcoming life's challenges with quiet strength. Life will bring challenges. Some will shake us. Some will humble us. But each holds a message. Buddhism teaches us to view problems not as enemies, but as teachers. Challenges are part of the human condition. They aren't punishments. They're invitations to grow. Like learning to ride a bike, we fall. But each fall teaches balance. An open mindset, one that sees possibilities instead of only problems, turns obstacles into stepping stones. Breaking overwhelming issues into smaller, manageable pieces makes them feel less frightening. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Even the strongest trees grow better in forests, not in isolation. Mindfulness again becomes vital. It keeps us grounded in the moment, not stuck in regret or consumed by anxiety. It's like keeping your hands on the wheel when the road is slippery. Helping others through their own struggles can also empower us. It reminds us of our own resilience and gives our pain meaning. And above all, remember, this too shall pass. No storm lasts forever. Nurturing healthy and meaningful relationships. No one walks this life alone. Even the most independent soul needs connection. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of listening with presence. True listening is more than hearing words. It's about hearing what the heart is trying to say. Conscious communication creates bonds that last. Mutual respect allows us to care for each other without judgment. Empathy, imagining what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes, makes relationships deeper and more honest. Kindness, gratitude, forgiveness, shared dreams, time spent together, these build strong relationships. These aren't grand gestures. They are small, consistent acts of care. Taking time to check in, to laugh, to say, thank you, or I'm here for you. Those are like watering a plant. Relationships thrive with attention. A meaningful connection is like a garden. It doesn't bloom overnight, but if we tend to it with love and presence, it blossoms. Conclusion, peace is built within. We've explored more than methods. We've explored a way of being. We've seen that stress can be softened with presence. That resilience grows from pain. That simplicity is not a lack, but a gift. That challenges reveal strength. And that connection is our most sacred thread. Life will never be free of ups and downs, but now you have tools. Small habits. Gentle reminders. A new awareness. You have power over how you show up, even if you don't control what happens. Buddhist wisdom doesn't ask you to escape the world. It invites you to live more fully in it. Every breath is a chance to return. Every moment, an opportunity for peace. So let's take what we've learned and use it in how we wake up, how we speak, how we treat ourselves and others. Let's be the calm in the chaos. Did this message speak to you? Then don't keep it to yourself. subscribe, share, or simply live it, and let this silent wisdom echo through your actions. We can't wait to see what unfolds next on your journey.